When this man passed away in 2014, he probably, I didn't read all the obituaries, but somebody must have said this is one of the most underrated players in NHL history. Had one of the most interesting names and a very durable and very hardworking guy, because he held the record of most games in an NHL season by playing more than the regular season schedule. We'll get into that in a second. We're going to talk about the legend of Ross Lonsberry. Now, he was from the beautiful community of Humboldt, Saskatchewan, Canada. If you're a Canadian, you know Humboldt's been in the news a lot lately ever since the tragedy with the bus accident that killed and hurt a number of members of the squad. Let's keep our prayers for Humboldt, because they'll need it. They'll need it from now to the end of time to coordinate the tragedy in their minds. Now, Lonsberry played 15 seasons in the NHL for the Bruins, the Kings, the Flyers, and the Penguins. Now, he had his best seasons in a Flyers uniform, and also was a two-time Cup winner with the Broad Street Bullies in the mid-70s. Now, he signed with the Boston organization as a teenager, going through the Estevan Bruins system. First season with Estevan, 63, he played one game. 64, he played 61 games in regular season, an additional 16 games in the playoffs with the League Playoffs and Memorial Cup. Back to Estevan, 65, scored 40 goals in 56 games and 8 goals in the playoffs. And get this, ladies and gentlemen, 30 points in 19 Memorial Cup playoff games. Now, 66 back with Estevan, 67 goals, 77 assists, 148 points, and in a combined Memorial Cup and regular playoffs, 25 games, 23 goals, 15 assists, 38 points. So Lonsberry was quickly becoming a stalwart, because he not only won the scoring championship in the Saskatchewan Junior League in his final season, he also led them to the Memorial Cup semifinals. Now, starting in 66, he started his pro career with a 3-year apprenticeships with some of their pro teams. Now, he did play for the Edmonton Oil Kings in their Memorial Cup finals as a pickup, but next season he ended up with the Oklahoma City Blazers of the CPHL and the Buffalo Bisons of the AHL before getting his first games with Boston in 67. Now, with expansion, Boston didn't want to leave him go, and he was sent back to Oklahoma City for seasoning. Played with Boston that year for 19 games with 2 goals and 2 assists. But his big career became in Oklahoma City, where he scored 67 points in 65 games in 65, including 6 games with the Bruins. Now, he was very coveted by the Kings. Now, get this. They traded for him in 70 for 2 first-round draft picks, and he became a steady two-way performer for the Kings, scoring 20 or more goals each of his full 2 seasons with the Crowns before being named to play in the NHL All-Star Game in 72. Now, he did play in a league record 82 games in a 78-game season when the Kings and Flyers made a big trade for him. Now, the 7-player deal that brought him to the Flyers changed the forecast for the Flyers tremendously. Now, he played on a line with the great Rick McLeish and the very rugged defensive player Gary Dornhofer. Now, very hard-to-know player that fit in perfectly with the Broad Street Bullies. Now, he came in late to the Broad Street Bullies, and this is how his numbers look, ladies and gentlemen. His first 14 games with the 32 games with the Flyers in 72, he had 14 points. He scored 21 goals in 73, and then expanded on his offensive prowess with 32 goals, and they helped him to their first cup in 74. 75, 24 goals, another big playoff run. He scored a lot of key goals, especially on the power play. 76 and 77 and 78, he consistently remained around the 20 goal level. Now, he unfortunately was dealt to the Pittsburgh Penguins in a major controversy. The deal was not loved by the Flyer fans or media, and he did have 3 very successful end-of-career seasons with Pittsburgh with 24, 15, and 17 goals. Now, His totals are probably some of the most impressive in Flyer alumni history. He finished his career with 256 goals and 310 assists for 566 points in 968 games, along with 806 minutes and penalties. Now, he was never a dirty player, even though in the minors he took a lot more penalties. But the Flyers, he was not one of the fighting Flyers. If anything, he was a guy to put the puck in the net when the Flyers had that power play advantage. Now, he played it in even 100 playoff games with 21 goals and 25 assists in those contests. Now, after his playing career, Lonsberry remained in the LA area, which had a lot of connections in the commercial insurance business. But we were hearing rumors a short while before he got sick that that there was something going on, and of course, unfortunately, cancer, which had taken a lot of hockey players over the years, he succumbed from cancer on May 4th, 2014, and for a lot of Flyer fans, that was a very sad day because Lonsberry was dedicated to Flyer Nation, as we call it, dedicated to being the best he could as a teammate, dedicated to the cup runs. He would do anything. He was sort of like the Yvon Lambert of the Flyers, but a little bit rougher in the corners. Yvon Lambert was more cute in the corners, but Lonsberry, if you went in the corners with him, sometimes you come out with a black eye. And like Gordie Howe once said about Lonsberry, very underrated. Don't wake him up. Anyway, thanks for listening. Again, give me a like, comment, and subscribe. All participation in this channel is more than welcome. But if you like it, tell your friends. And if you don't like it, well, don't tell nobody. Have a good one. Bye.